What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brave Exodus video. And what we've got for you today is a Fryevia review. So we don't need to list our STMR because they did it for us, and it is very good. 800 attack and magic on top of LB damage, and on top of that some killers. So very good STMR. It's two-handed as well, which will be very useful. And you might be thinking, I don't know if I want my mage type unit to be TGH. Well, in the future that'll be beneficial to you. Anyways, infinite turns. She also, on both sides, she has 30% attack and magic TGH, 500% cap, 250% limit burst damage. She has beast, human, and reaper killers. That was kind of obvious with, well, at least some of it with the STMR. No beast though. And she has some very impressive stat gains, especially with her vision card, would help out quite a bit. In the base form, she has AoE Ice Imbues and 45% amp. And she also has a magic store bust for herself, which is quite good. 300% on easy access of an ability, and also 500% you can use twice. She has Bolting Strike, CWA, and AZ frames. You probably won't be using those. 30% sword and peril on an LB, but don't get too excited about that, or too down the dumps, because in her Brave Shift form she also has a 30% sword and peril on a regular ability, and she also has a 400% stat buff for herself. She has a 25 times mod buff for abilities only, and also 85% full break on an ability, 88% defense and spirit break on the Magnus. So you might be noticing that I didn't really talk too much about her damage, and that's because it's not that amazing. Her LPs and her chaining mods are just kind of on the lower end, even against people who are old. Like in terms of LB finisher, Sky is still stronger, even though her stat gains are much lower. You can barely get over 5,000 attack usually, but she's still one of the best Clash Worlds finishers even to date. So why is her modifiers so low? Are they compensating for because her stat gains are so high? So when the magic variance hits eventually, her base form will be quite strong. It'll be on par almost with Esther in terms of Esther numbers, because the magic variance and also just her stat gains will help out a lot. 500% store can only be used twice, and there's no recharge like Esther has, sadly. Even though Esther is premium, I would hope that maybe some other people could get that too, right? I already talked about the magic variance would be a lot better. That 500%, the 500% store plus magic variance plus finishing, I believe, or just at least chaining, should be really powerful. But it's a future investment, if you'd like to call it that. Now, with that all in mind, is she worth pulling for? Now that's something you gotta sit back like this and just think about it. Does she offer anything that you don't already have or would like to have? If the answer is no to any of that, then no. I don't think she's worth pulling for, because she doesn't have anything outside the box besides the sword and peril, which is quite decent. 30% on an easy access way of doing so, getting her on her LB or on a regular ability in her Brave Shift form. And so, and her chain cap is locked behind EX3, which is very sassy of Gumi to do that. So she wants to equip the crown or the clothes or the ring. And from what I've realized in the last Vision World is that a lot of people want the chain cap increase. So, and there's only two things that can do it. So you could easily say, oh, just give her the crown, give her the clothes. But Roberta would like that. Laura would like that. You know, other people would like that too. You know, like for example, Sky would like that. So there's only two things so far for us for chain cap, and also an indestructible light, of course. But of course, you'd like to equip the clothes or the crown. So that's a problem as well. It's going to start becoming a serious problem as soon as we add more damage dealers and also support and stuff like that. So yeah, that's also a thing to consider, guys. Her vision card is quite decent. It's not premium, so you can't expect the world, but 250 flat stats is not too bad, I must say. 250%, or not percent, 250 flat stats at the last level is not too bad for her. It'll give her a little bit more stats. If you give her her S teamer and the vision card, she gets over 1,000 flat stats. On top of EX2, you get 300 more. So she's getting a lot of flat stats. That's why I said that her stat gains are going to be very high. It's just that her modifiers are a little low. So with that, all those things in mind, she's not premium, so you can't expect the world. But I think that she is pretty good. So I'm going to give her 8.5 out of 10. If that's controversial, let me know in the comment section down below. But I think 8.5 is pretty good. And that's just how I feel. I don't feel like she's game breaking. I don't feel like she's terrible. Like a lot of people are saying, she's just really bad. Even though her modifiers are low, she does have a lot of good things about her. So if you didn't pull for Roberta, why didn't you pull for Roberta, by the way? And yeah, I think now is the time to pull if you didn't pull for Roberta, I suppose. So 8.5 is my final verdict of a score of 8.5 out of 10 if you're new to my reviews. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the like button or click the join button on the screen and find out more. Appreciate you and see you in the next video. Peace.